Good morning, I'm Sinclair, and today I'm going to show you one of the most unconventional overlanding vehicles on Earth. You have never seen this before, and it's not an FJ, it's not a 4x4, it's not a Land Cruiser. It's an overlanding muscle car. I'm up here in northern Pakistan, camped out under the Pasu cones, and today I want to show you a full walkthrough of the overlanding muscle car. I've driven it around the US 2 years ago, and now I've driven it all the way from France to Pakistan, and I'm about to enter the northern China border, the highest border on Earth. But before I do that, I want to show you all the upgrades and all the accessories that go along with this car to make it my actual home on wheels. I get a lot of comments asking me why I don't use a 4x4, a Jeep, a Land Cruiser, anything that's more typical for a journey like this. And I ask you, why not forge your own path? Why not explore a different way to overland? I do believe we're going to start ushering in a new era of overlanding. My friend Connor is driving a Lamborghini. People are driving Porsches around the US with rooftop tents. And you got this purple muscle car, unifying humanity, bringing joy to every person that it passes on the road. And I truly mean it. Why not forge your own path? Why not walk the untrodden path through the forest? You don't know where it's going to end up. There's no instructions. There's no guidance. It's just you, your own mind, and your own exploration. Before we get into this walkthrough, I want to make it clear that this is not a car channel. Understand that my journey is holistic, in search of adventure, self-mastery, and unity. I love humanity. I love adventuring in my car. But above all, I love the search for a theoretical higher self. Join me in this search. I'd be overjoyed to have you. So let's check out this car, shall we? So you'll first notice two things. One, it's obviously a Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. Has a Hemi on the top, 6.4 liter manual transmission. Typical for a beautiful Dodge Challenger. Of course, it's purple. But what you'll notice on the side here, which you probably immediately noticed, is it has a lift. Last year when I went to the Pamir Highway in Tajikistan, it didn't have a lift, but when I knew I was going to continue and hit Afghanistan, Pakistan, and a lot of crazier roads like in Nepal, I knew I had to add at least a 2-inch lift. So let me show you. The lift is from flat out suspension. I can't pretend that it hasn't had problems. The nitrogen keeps going out on it. I don't know about this bearing or bushing out there in the back. It's supposedly starting to cause problems. We also have some new control arms. I raised the tires a little bit, made them 245 50R20s to give me a little bit more clearance. It barely clears the spindle, as you can see right there. But yeah, it's been the source of a lot of problems, the lift kit, I'm not gonna lie. But it's also saved me in a lot of situations so far this year in Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, here in Pakistan. So it's been a lifesaver, it's been a problem maker. Overall, I think it's a net positive. My favorite part of the build is the hammock attached off the back of the hitch. I sleep here all the time in nature. I sleep better than in a bed. When I've been away from it for more than a couple weeks, my mental health starts deteriorating just a little bit. This is just absolutely incredible. I'll show you the hitch mount right here. It's very convenient. It takes less than a minute to set up. And I'll show you the new addition right there in the back. You can see there's 2 connecting points right there. That will intrigue you. That's a very new addition that we did here in Pakistan at the Federal Garage. But look at this hammock, man. I really do sleep like a baby in this. And I woke up to these Pasu cones this morning. I honestly felt like I was in heaven. I'll miss Pakistan, surely. But I won't miss this setup because it's coming with me everywhere I go around the planet. We're at over 25 countries now on this trip, and I am ready to continue east. It's funny. It's actually pretty funny. This year, I started in Almaty, Kazakhstan, and I haven't actually gone east in the 6 months I've been abroad. I've gone south, around, and now I'm about to finally cross into China and finally go east. But it's funny that I'm on a world tour trying to get to Japan and go home, and I haven't even headed east from where I started this year. It's kind of funny. Compared to last year, where I went from France to Tajikistan in 5.5 months, I was just heading due east the entire time. So one of the newer accessories this year that I completed in Uzbekistan with 7 carbon is a solar panel on the back, a second battery in the trunk, and a fridge in the back seat. This really allowed me to turn this into a home because before that, I had no real way to keep food fresh and I was mostly eating out on the road. I didn't really get to cook much. So now the solar panel, 100 watt, powers the second battery in the back, which powers my fridge. And when it's a cloudy day, I actually have a switch where I can use my main battery to power the second battery as well. It's not constant because I don't want to drain the main battery. But when I want to, I can flip this switch and the main battery, car battery, while the car's on, powers the second battery, also giving juice to the fridge. It's a fantastic setup. Before I show you the fridge, I want to show you this decoration from Rawalpindi, Pakistan. It's a steering wheel cover, hand woven. And in the back there, you can see my manual transmission. Yeah, that surprised a lot of people, doing a world tour in a manual transmission 6-speed. But I could never do it in anything else. We're picking the back here with the mess. You can see the fridge right there. Currently it's holding some eggs and some water. And it's keeping everything nice and fresh and cool. Right now it's at 10 Celsius. But that's the front seat. These are the bums over here that came camping with me. And now, I want to show you some of my favorite parts of this setup, which they've been waiting for because they want to eat food. So I have a solar panel for a fridge, and that means I must have a place to cook. And you're wondering, where would I be cooking on a muscle car? And I will show you something that's never been done before on this planet Earth. And it is a stove in the hood of the muscle car. You pull these two panels off, and what you find is 7 burners on each side, ready for you to cook eggs, meat, and today, some coffee made by Walk with Fran. Let's get a closer up look, shall we? Yes, ever since Uzbekistan, when 7 Carbon installed these, I've been cooking in Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Pakistan on these hood-installed stoves that work very efficiently. I'm going to give you a live demonstration here in a minute of some coffee and some eggs being cooked on the hood of the Challenger. This is no joke. They connect with these gas lines that sit next to my windshield, and they power perfectly. 7 burners, cooking quite efficiently, honestly. I have driven with the covers off. It looks pretty awesome, but just for safety of rain and to keep them covered, I usually have these covers on. 7 Carbon's going to be sending me some carbon fiber, full carbon fiber covers sometime here soon. And it really, honestly, it adds to the look of the Hemi on the top. You can see these are shaped with the same angle of the shaker hood. This walkthrough wouldn't be complete without mentioning the license plate with this beautiful cover here. It's called truck art here in Pakistan. All the trucks have art like this. But the New Hampshire license plate, live free or die, the best state motto and probably the most apt one for a trip like this. But I chose this intentionally, unify, because I do consider this trip a unifying experience. As I travel through those countries, not only does the car bring moments of joy, the car also acts as an icebreaker for me to interact with strangers. It brings a lot of beautiful moments when I go on random, spontaneous adventures, meeting locals and getting to spend mornings or afternoons with them, sometimes even evenings and nights. And the car is a great facilitator to show that we are all just humans across borders, and there's humanity beyond the borders that you wouldn't necessarily travel to. So I couldn't imagine doing this trip in any other car, and I couldn't imagine doing this trip with any other message. As you'll see on the back of my rear window, I also have love everyone in every language of the trip. So if you take one thing away from watching this trip, it's more than just doing a journey and an overlanding trip in a cool car. It's also a way of showing the beauty of humanity across every little spot on Earth. And I ask you to have more curiosity about the world and less judgment. So it's time for the live cooking demonstration. Fran and JB are gonna make some eggs and some coffee on the hood. But what I didn't describe is where a lot of my storage goes, because as any of you know with muscle cars, there's not a lot of storage. So I have this extra roof box. My clothing goes on the left side, the driver's side, and my cooking materials go on the right. So here on the right, we have all the materials to cook on the hood. Got some extra gas right here. For the first time in a long time, I'm gonna need 2 gas tanks. And there we go. So he's gonna connect the gas to the line. All right. Let's get some fire going here for you boys, ladies and gentlemen. So this is an actual camping stove that we removed and installed into the hood. And so this is part of the stove. It's where, you know, the pan sits. We made these removable. They sit right on top. They're supposed to. There you go. And now, if you just turn this little nozzle, in a second, you have fire. And they're all lit. You might be able to see a little bit of that red. I'll keep that low for a minute here. Let's get the other one started up. And just like that, we have fire on both sides of the hood of the muscle car. If you don't think that's insane, you are probably mentally deficient. So we're gonna have coffee on the right and we're gonna have eggs on the left. We got some coffee degenerates over there. My first night actually cooking on this live was with the Taliban at the border of the Shere Khan border in Tajikistan. I cooked beef with them and they were dumbfounded. They had no clue what was going on. Some true pure olive oil right there, baby. We're switching spots because this side of the hood I believe is more even. Definitely is, definitely is. So my daily breakfast here on the road is generally 5 eggs when I'm feeling good. I've been sick lately though, so probably only gonna have 3 today. And then normally my dinner or lunch is ½ a kilogram of beef. That's how I maintain my physique on the road. You guys haven't seen my physique yet because I'm wearing a hoodie, but when we run the workout in a minute here, you'll see. And then you'll have to ask, how are you working out with the Challenger? And I'll show you everything I did to make that possible. First, let's make these 3 eggs, huh? My favorite meal with frozen veggies. Yeah, especially at home. Every day I was having 6 eggs, a ¼ kilogram of chicken, ½ a kilogram of beef, and salmon. My physique was fucking beautiful. It's still not half bad on the road. Being on the road for 6 months. This pan is too hot. This pan is too, these eggs are gonna roast. Get some spices out. Yeah, I knew that fucking pan was too hot. The pan was too hot, baby. These eggs are frying on the fucking hood. You know how people would always say that it's so hot that you could just fry an egg on the hood of your car? Well, we took that literally, and here we are. But these eggs are not happy. You culinary experts might hate how I'm cooking these eggs on the hood, but again, we're having a bachelor's breakfast here in the middle of nature while you're in your home in a city.
Nah, you've done a good job there.
Okay, Fran's Mr. Positivity over here.
Look,
The pan was certainly too hot.
protein stays the same.
I agree. So we're gonna attempt to fit these eggs on this little pan right here. Ladies and gentlemen, here you have a beautiful 3-egg breakfast with some barbecue sauce on it. That is a very traditional breakfast in Sinclair's life on the road. And that is the Overlanding setup of the cooking stove on the hood. If you have any questions about the installation, how it works, feel free to ask. I will answer. If you steal this idea, I will applaud you. Go ahead. We need more crazy ideas on the road. No more traditional van life bullshit. Anyways, on to the workout. Just like that, breakfast is done. I'm in no mood to work out. But this is a walkthrough video with a Pepsi that's blowing up. So, I'm gonna drink this Pepsi and show you the final bit of this Overlanding muscle car, which some might consider the most important. It's how I stay in shape on the road when I'm out of cities. It includes a pull-up bar, some kettlebells, dumbbells, and even a weighted vest. You might think it's a little bit excessive, but I think without the workout equipment, this would not be a true Overlanding setup. Because last year, when I drove from France to Tajikistan, I didn't have this. I didn't have a very good cooking setup, and I was losing weight the entire way. I think by the end of the trip, I maybe lost 5 or 10 kgs, and I think I lost a lot of my muscular progress. So when I went home for 4 months, regained my physique, and hit the road again, I made a promise to myself that I would maintain my physique on the road. And it's been 6 months out of the country now, the longest I've ever been out of the country, and I have successfully maintained my physique for the most part. I've even made some strength gains. PR'd on incline dumbbell press, shoulder press, lat pull down. So far I'll consider this year quite the success. So you've seen the sleeping setup, you've seen the cooking setup, you've seen the driving setup. let's finish off this walkthrough with the workout setup. Now my best new addition, which came from the Federal Garage here in Pakistan, is a pull-up bar that attaches to the back of this hammock system that was made by Adventure Hammock Systems. As you can see right here, it's got a live setup of this right here. You can see it just plugged in right to the bottom of the hammock setup. 2 prongs going in for pure maximum secureness, whatever you want to call it, secureness. You got the second piece right here, just like that. And the final piece in all its glory, right here. That is a pull-up bar on the back of my American muscle car Dodge Challenger. Yet again, never been done before. But that's just for back. We have a whole body to deal with, so let's show you the rest of the workout equipment. We'll take down part of the hammock for the purposes of this video. I slept amazing in this last night. I will miss it, but I will be sleeping in it again tonight. Hopefully at the border of China and Pakistan, the highest border crossing in the world. This is the pull-up bar. We got more workout equipment right here in the trunk. We keep 50 liters of gas, fuel in the trunk, and then we have the rest. The rest of the trunk is taken up by workout equipment. We'll pull out here. First, we have push-up bars, which need to be calibrated. Second, we have a 24 kg kettlebell with a very interesting design on it. Third, we have a something kg. We have a 10 kg kettlebell in the form of a boxing glove. We have 2 10 kg dumbbells right here. Now, I'm not going to get it out, but I do have a weighted vest for push-ups, weighted walks, just some extra cardiovascular exercise. We're going to hit a workout right now, and I'll see you at the end. So we got all the workout equipment laid out. We're hitting some pull-ups here on the back. Doing some pull-ups after I'm done. He's doing pull-ups on the back. Incredible backdrop. What a place to work out, man. This is the Overlanding muscle car, baby. I'll see you all on the road.